Hey, Paul here from the Crypto Factor. Listen, stop buying altcoins. That's what I've been telling you since late last year, to stop buying altcoins. We're in a bear market, technical bear market. No one really listened. And I said that if you're going to buy anything, to buy Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum. And I'm not saying altcoins are bad. I have a lot of them myself. But what I am saying is there is a time and place to buy altcoins. I'm going to tell you when that is in this video. So as you remember, I was begging you to take profits last year, and they made a barrage of videos, a lot of them saying secret coin, do this coin, make sure you don't forget this coin. And those coins or coin was Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I was explaining why. Now, most of you didn't listen. That usually happens in the bear market. But here's why you want to be concentrating on Bitcoin and Ethereum only right now. Let me explain. And for those of you that are about to say, Bitcoin's never going to go up, never make any money, no, that's not the case. Let me explain. So you buy altcoins to make you rich, you buy Bitcoin to make you wealthy. Let me say that again. Buy altcoins to get you rich, but Bitcoin to make you wealthy. But you have to know when to buy those altcoins. See, Bitcoin generally is safe or safer than altcoins. Why is this? Because of proof of concept. It's been out for 13 years. It always goes up in cycles over and over again. There's a lot of liquidity, and basically it's a spendable store of value. This is a coin. This is a term I coined, and yes, I will take credit for it. See, buying Bitcoin keeps you exposed to the cryptocurrency markets in case it goes up or if you want to be exposed to it, but also you can use it to buy altcoins that go down lower. See, while it's true that altcoins go up much higher than Bitcoin and you get more profits, it's also true that altcoins go much lower than Bitcoin and you lose a lot more. Also, as you have now witnessed, a lot of altcoins tend to vanish, like Terra Luna, for example. Some vanish, some go wrong, some exit scam, but basically they just go away. And a lot of these altcoins that drop, they just don't come back up again. Now, granted, some altcoins are flawless, do what they say they're gonna do, and basically are amazing. The problem there is that while technology changes, and technology does change fast, these altcoins that had a very good use case are not needed anymore, or they're not adopted, or something else just comes out and they become obsolete. And while you hear a lot of people, a lot of morons basically say that Bitcoin is obsolete and old tech, they don't understand what Bitcoin is. See, they compare Bitcoin to altcoins, what altcoins do and what Bitcoin does, and think altcoins will do it better, but they don't understand that Bitcoin is supposed to be sound money, the evolution of money or monies, if you will. It's basically a decentralized medium of exchange or transfer. It's what I like to call a spendable store of value. And it's the only truly decentralized cryptocurrency out there because of the nodes, the developers, and the miners. You have to have all three. Proof of work is there for a reason. And if you don't know why or what proof of work is or why it's important, well, then you have some studying to do. And I would start with the Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous. See, money has changed over time from rocks to seashells to gold. And while it sounds absurd that rocks and seashells can be used, if you actually read the Bitcoin Standard, you will see that they were actually very effective in their time. The only time they stopped working and became ineffective is when people started exploiting it and bought more seashells from abroad to be able to trade, and that way it became diluted. Like inflation, like what's happening right now. So the best system we've ever had was the gold standard. Now that also had its flaws or limitations. But if you actually study fiat, gold, and Bitcoin, you will see that Bitcoin is the next possible conclusion or evolution of money. Now, am I saying that it's going to replace money? No, I'm not saying that, at least not anytime soon. What I am saying, though, and suggesting is that it's going to coexist. So Bitcoin is very different to other cryptocurrency, altcoins. It's a different philosophy. It's a different niche almost, if you will, although it is part of the ecosystem. Does that make sense? If you were to sell your house today, but you had to accept cryptocurrency and you have to hold it for 4 or 5 years, what would you accept? Litecoin, XRP, Stellar, Ethereum, or would you accept Bitcoin? And if you said anything else other than Bitcoin, have fun staying poor. Let me explain. Because you're just speculating and you're just guessing because of your bias. Altcoins are not safe. At least not yet. We still have a lot of years to go before one proof of concepts. Bitcoin, on the other hand, can actually be used to buy and sell large investments. A lot of people would accept Bitcoin. I personally would accept Bitcoin for some land I'm selling. But anything other than that is pure speculation. And I'm not saying Bitcoin is not speculation at this point, but it's much better than every other cryptocurrency out there for this purpose. But generally, altcoins do have their purpose. They do have utility, and there is a right and wrong way or time to buy them. And no, buying in a bear market is not when to buy altcoins. What you buy in a bear market on the swing lows is Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm not even talking about DCA. If you started DCAing at the top, you got wrecked. I'm talking about DSAing. This is a coin, another term I coined, which is dollar swing average. You buy on the swing lows, if you will. So if you're in a bear market, the only thing you want to be buying is Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, because you know it's going to come back sooner or later or eventually, or at least it will have more potential than anything else to come back, and maybe also act as a hedge towards other markets. Now, when you want to buy altcoins is as you're coming out of a bear market, when Bitcoin confirms the uptrend and actually closes above resistance and confirms that, then yes, that's when you want to be buying altcoins because you have potential for massive gains with minimal loss there, or less chances of loss there. And you can still make those 100x's, 10x's, 100x's, 1000x's, whatever, but you have the safety of Bitcoin because you're accumulating a lot of that. You're taking profits, whether it's USDC or Bitcoin again, to keep that exposure, and then you can always use that Bitcoin to buy more altcoins on dips. Does that make sense? You want to be accumulating Bitcoin, but also taking profits, so next time the bear market comes, you can still afford to buy your girlfriend ice cream. So stop buying altcoins. But it is almost time to start buying altcoins. And I will tell you when that time comes, or at least when I start accumulating altcoins. So make sure you subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss that video.